Students, I hope you're having a great day. I have some appointments today, and Mr. Thorson is going to be able to help you out today. So the first thing that I would like you to do is Mr. Thorson will be passing out a homework slip. Please copy down your answers for 22, 24, 26, and then put it in the basket. When you are done, the answers will be shown on the video next. So please pause the video, pass those out, and allow students to put their answers in the basket. Here are the answers to some of the problems. Number 4, 9/10 equals 90%, so 90% is less than that. So we have 95% is the greater number. In the second one, 37/50 is the greater number. Number 3, 86% is the greater number. 5/8 is the greater number. Number 12, 17% is the greater number. Number 14, 1/3 is the greater number. Number 16, the numbers in order from least to greatest are 8/25, 30%, 38%, and 0 and 41/100ths. The orders for 18 are 84%, 43/50, 7/8, and 91/100ths. Number 20 is 26 and 8/10%, 2 and 26/100ths, 2 and 2/5, 2 and 62/100ths, and 271%. 22. Yes, 84% is greater than 80, so you reached your goal. Number 24, you can see the order again. 66/100ths, 66 and 1/10%, 2/3, and 0.667. 26A is at 0 and 40/100ths, or 0.4. Number 28, B is at 0.435. You can see the stages here. Stage 1 is this, stage 2 is this, stage 8 is this, stage 21 is this, so when you put them in order, stage 21, stage 7, stage 8, stage 1, and stage 17. And our last problem, you can see in A, the smallest value for A, which 2/A is less than 33%, is 7, because that gives us that. When we go to 7/22, that is this. So you can see that the numbers ordered from least to greatest when A is 7. And in B, there is no answer. For 1/A to be less than 33%, the value of A must be greater than 3, but when this is true, A/3 is greater than 33%, or 37.5%. Those are yours to keep. Please put those away. Today, our essential question is, how can you use models to estimate percent questions? We will also be using a percent proportion today to set this up. So in our first example, quickly work with a partner. Use the model estimate drawn below to answer each question. What number is 50% of 30? Please pause the video, allow students to quickly see if they can come up with that, and then restart it. As I look at this answer, on the top I have 0% and 100%. I know halfway between those is 50%. On the bottom I have 0 and 30. So I know halfway between these is 15. So 15 is 50% of 30. Please try letter A on your own. 15 is what percent of 75? As you can see here, we have 0, 40, 80, and 100. It's broken into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 100 divided by 5. Each one of these should be 20. 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. So as I go down here, we're counting by, it looks like 75 broken into 5 groups is 15. So this is 30, 45, 60, and 75. So 15 is 20% of 75. Please see if you can do 24 is 33 and 1/3% of what number? 33 and 1/3 is double, and it equals 66 and 2/3. So when we double this, it is 48. When we triple this to get to 100, we triple that, this would be 72. So 24 is 33 and 1/3% of 72. In these two, we are going to work with a ratio table to answer each question. Then compare your answer to estimate what you have from a model. In these, I've shown you two different ways that you might use a ratio table to help you. Since I know that 6 over 100 is equal to 18 over 300, since I times by 3 on both of these, to get from 300 to 30, I divided by 10, so I must divide 18 by 10, and I get 1 8/10. On this one, I know that 65 over 100 is equal to 6 5/10 over 10. Then I can take 10 times 3 and get my answer for those. This is another way that you can solve percents. So what we're going to work on a lot more today is the percent proportion. You can represent A is P% of W with the proportion A divided by W equals P divided by 100, where A is the part of the whole, W and P% is P over 100 is the percent. Another way that I often think of this is over of equals percent over 100. We know percent is always out of 100. That's why our percent is going to go out of 100. Is over of equals percent over 100. So in this question, 3 out of 4, notice that they put the 4 on the bottom because it is the of, is 75%. So 75 over 100, 3 is 4, 75% of 4. What percent of 15 is 12? So when I use this, this is over of. I'm going to take the 12 and put it in for that. Of 15 goes there. So when I substitute, I get this. I will then do my cross multiplying, which will also work. 1200 equals 15p. When I divide by 15, I get 80. So 12 is 80% of 15. What number is 36% of 50? I'm asking what number is, so that's going to be the one that I'm going to find, is over of, percent over 100. I am going to put the 36 in with the percent of 50, that's the whole, so you can see there's my answer. Again, cross multiplying will give me this, 100A equals 1,800, or as you can see here, we divided by 2, so we can divide by 2, so our answer is going to be 18. 150% of what number is 24? So when I think of this, I know that this is more than what we're going to have starting with. So I've got is over of equals percent over 100. The 150 is going to go here. Is 24, that is going to go where the A is. So I will write this proportion. Again, I can do a lot of cross multiplying. Again, 24 times 100 equals W times 150. Divide by 150 and we will get our answer of 16. Please try these 6 problems. Pause the video. I will have answers when you come back. As you can see in number 1, of 5 goes on the bottom, is 3 goes on the top. We do not know the percent. That's what we're finding. You can see it's 60. 25 is What percent? I don't know. Of 20, it's out of 100. Our answer is 125. What number is? We don't know. 80%, 80 over 100 of 60. Answer is 48. 10% of 45 is what number? 4.05. 1% of what number is 4? 1%, excuse me, 1/10 of a percent over 1 equals that. So it would make sense that we would have 4,000. Half of 25%, half is 25% of what number? So half over W equals 24 over 100. W is 2. This bar graph shows the strengths of tornadoes that occurred in Alabama in 2011. F1s are usually the weakest of the tornadoes. F5s, which Mr. Thorson may be able to explain a little better, are the powerful ones. So what I need to do is I need to find out the total number of tornadoes. When I add all these up, there are 145 is the whole. The number of EF1s is 58. So I'm going to find 58 of 145, and we will get our answer of 40%. So 40% of the tornadoes were F1s. An average of 1,253 tornadoes occur in the U.S. every year, and about 12.5% of them are in Texas. About how many tornadoes does Texas have each year? I know that this is my percent, so I am going to take 12.5 over 100. That will equal X over 1,253, because this is the whole, this is the total amount each year. And when I do that, we would get about 157. So again, as a quick reminder, we will be using this proportion, the part of the whole equals the percent over 100, or a lot of times in the problems you might see is over of is percent over 100. Your homework is worksheet 6-3, problems 1 through 14 all. There are problems on both sides of the worksheet. You may use a calculator for your homework, but you must show your work. You must show me the proportions. If you use those and how you get them by cross multiplying. If you use a multiplication property of equality, you must also show me that in order to get your answer. Please be efficient with your time and have a great day.